Do you like this painting?
It's nice. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is you gotta be really small to sleep on this bed.
That's not true. I can sleep here.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my gosh, it's hard as a rock, bro. What is that? Dude, it's not even a mattress.
It's a massage table. It's a massage table.
Yo, there's some freaky shit going on in here.
Wow.
All right, so before we show the whole walkthrough of the building, I wanted to explain a little bit so everybody understands. I went to an event for a company called Yarbo, and they were releasing a new product, their new trimmer. So the event was held at this estate in New Rochelle, New York. It's just such a cool property. It's right on the Long Island Sound, like on the Connecticut side. As you walk around the property, you see this watchtower. It just sits right out over the water. I wanted to do a full walkthrough of the building, the house that sits on the property. So I believe it was built in 1879. I could be wrong about that, but that's the date that came up online. It was built by a lady who later in 1906, I believe, opened a boarding school for girls. At some point in the history, there was a fire in one of the buildings, and eventually the boarding school shut down, and it changed hands a few different times, and now it's a health retreat, but they also rent it out for private events like the Yarbo event. So if the dates are correct, it's almost 150 years old, and I thought it would be super cool to just give a tour of the entire house and show you all everything that I got to see that day. So I really am into historic houses and old things, as you know from my channel, and I just thought this would be a treat pretty much for everyone. So I originally filmed this video thinking that it would be short enough to post to Instagram, but as we got into it, I realized it would be much too long for that platform and decided to post it here on YouTube, hence why it's actually shot vertical. So you can watch it on any device that you want to. If it's fine on the TV and you're enjoying it, go for it. I don't know. For the best viewing experience, I guess just you could watch it on your phone because then it'll fill the whole screen. So here it is. I'm with my friend Pete and we do a complete walkthrough of this 150-year-old estate. Really, really cool. But what's up with the massage tables? You'll see.
Imagine trying to, if somebody told you to move this, like for your moving company.
Yeah.
Would you even be able to do it?
Let me see. Oh, no.
It could be glued down though.
It could be.
Yeah.
It's really heavy though.
So this is it. It's all white. That's what I thought was kind of like pretty bold to make the whole building just glowing in the sun. But like the architecture here.
Look at the beams.
Is kind of next to almost nothing I've seen.
Yeah.
For just like a home. Because this had to have been just somebody's house back in the day. Yeah. From what I read.
And the craftsmanship is unbelievable. Look at even the glass, the stained glass. You're not going to find that no more.
And we were wondering, like, check this out, why this is raised down instead of just level with the regular floor. Because back in the day, this was obviously a legitimate fireplace, not gas. But we were just wondering, I mean, he had a whole bunch of ideas of why.
I think this was back in the day when you came in from the winter or whatever, they would come down here and take their shoes off here and sit down. And it was a real fireplace where they would warm up, take their jackets off, and they wouldn't track all the mud or dirt through the house.
He's got a good point there, yeah.
And then they would come back up here again to walk through. And that's like the maid area right there.
Do you think that like this section was added on, or they just ran out of like wood, solid wood?
That's a good question.
You see like how this whole room is just solid wood.
Yeah. I think they did some tweaks through the years because now it's an Airbnb. So I'm sure they did a lot of different things here to make it bigger and wider. I'm sure maybe back in the day it was just probably here. That's it.
I did hear like there was a fire in this building at one point.
So they probably had to,
I think,
reconstruct it.
Yeah. Let's check out this room though. So this is pretty much the most boss room. And you can just shut these too, like, in case, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
If you wanted the other people to go out.
Yeah.
Like if you had a serious business meeting in here.
You don't want to see boxes? Like that.
That's actually cool, but I don't know. Look at this though, like this is leather, by the way. Like this right here is actual leather, right?
Yes. Wow.
So that's something I actually personally have never seen. I don't know, unless I just missed it.
And that's a built-in china cabinet, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming they built it into the wall, right?
What kind of wood do you think this is?
Could be.
I think he said oak, the other guy, but I don't know if that's true.
I thought it was cherry wood, but that's just the stain on it. I don't know. It's pretty good.
I'm not gonna make a statement on the wood. I'm not a connoisseur enough.
Yeah, I don't. I know.
Should we go upstairs, you think?
Sure.
Because this is like the kitchen and stuff, but this isn't as cool as the other area.
I think this was the area for the maids or the servants here, and they had their own room here.
Yeah, I guess we'll show.
So if the family was eating here, the workers would eat here, I think. The servants, the maids would eat here, and then that would be their room here.
How long is that running for so far?
4.5.
4.5. All right, we're gonna have to cut it up.
Yeah.
So this would be, I guess, the servants' room.
Do you like this painting?
It's nice. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is you gotta be really small to sleep on this bed.
That's not true. I can sleep here.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my gosh, it's hard as a rock, bro. What is that? Dude, it's not even a mattress.
It's a massage table. It's a massage table.
Yo, there's some freaky shit going on in here.
Wow. Oh my lord.
You could never be.
No way, dude.
You could never sleep in
No.
there with all this stuff that's happened in this house.
No, never. It's not happening, bro. Just not gonna happen. Not today.
Should we continue the tour?
Yeah.
We had no idea really that it was a massage table though.
That was crazy.
We didn't have anything here.
Check it out. Like MTV Cribs. The poor version.
That's a good advertisement for Vita Coca though.
Yeah.
The only thing they have in their fridge.
That's pretty good water though, coconut water, right?
Yeah. Some people love it. I think there's a lot of like added stuff in certain ones though, like sugar and other things.
Yeah.
Where like you got to be specific about which brand you want to use.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Check it out.
You
Okay.
could show it to us. You know this house pretty well.
So we're going upstairs. As you see, the stained glass.
That is actually next to none I've ever seen.
Beautiful.
It's damaged though.
And if you ask them why the plastic is here, is to keep the cold out because the windows are old, so they just cover it for, I guess, the guests now.
The heating does probably outrageous too.
Yeah, especially down here. This is, I guess, like another room, sitting room.
This is kind of where I feel like where you would get lectures though. That's
Yeah.
what it feels like to me.
But my question is, why is there a book on the floor next to the
Look.
chair?
Oh, I was gonna see if there was a tape in there, and then you would get a general idea of the kind of person who was here.
Oh, well, somebody that reads, because there's a book right next to your foot. If you see the book,
True.
that's kind of a weird spot.
It was probably just one of the people that was here today, right?
Maybe. Let's check out how old the bathroom is.
You do step up to go into there.
Also, it's a two-way. You can go across to the
Yeah,
room.
to the like a breezeway, right?
Yeah. And then you
It doesn't have claw-footed tub, but this bathtub's probably as old as the house almost, right?
Yeah. So is the sink. You don't see sinks like this no more. Is that porcelain? I think it is.
It's almost obnoxious for this size of the bathroom now.
It is. But back in the days, that was the sink that had. This is crazy.
Should we hit the top floor?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it this way?
No, it's up there. You want to just check this room
Yeah, we'll
first?
check this one.
Let's check all the rooms while we're here. So now we go into this room. Check out that old closet. You got to open that up and show them the tucker.
This was an added feature, but
Yeah, but it's cool. And then there's another-
this was like a trash find or something. Look how it's glued.
Yeah.
Unless that's just how damaged it got from being carried up here, because it would be so crazy to bring this in and
Yeah.
out of here.
Definitely. And then there's another bathroom. I guess it's just.
That's a small dog.
Yeah, it's small. Has a little shower in there. Another second room here.
They might have to use this whole video for like their advertisement.
Yeah.
Because this is showing the details of this place.
Yeah, they might.
Like the lead paint that's peeling off right here.
Yeah. I need some scraping for that. Oh, wait a minute. Now check out the brick up here. That's the original brick.
Why would they put brick there unless this was the outside before?
No, I think that they left that part, the original part, and they did the rest. Well, actually, if you knock on this brick.
Look at this. The landlord special.
Oh, yeah.
Where you just paint over the...
That's it. Paint doors,
Just
hinges,
paint right over the
everything.
whole thing.
paint the tenants, everything. It's done deal, bro.
The heat must not work that good in here.
No, because they have plastic out for all the windows.
And there's space heaters in all the rooms. So that they had to have the extra space heater.
Yeah, and that does help with the draft because the old buildings have that. They put plastic.
There is a story I read online. I saw online where there's like rocks all out in the bay out here. So back in the day during the Revolution, supposedly the British would take like revolutionaries or like Americans who were trying to say like we're over your shit and put them on the rocks, tie them there, and as the tide came in, basically they would drown.
Wow.
So crazy history of
That is crazy.
the sound right out front here.
All right, third floor up in the attic.
I mean, technically, this is not New England, right?
No.
Or is it?
Not yet.
No.
Where is that?
I think it's New Amsterdam still, but New England, I think it's just basically everything northeast of us.
Like, is Connecticut New England?
I think so, yeah.
So it's pretty close. Yeah.
Pretty close. The borderline, I would
So
say.
see, this has footsies on it.
Yeah, those are the old core tubs.
That's amazing.
Actually, those tubs are very expensive now.
Well, they're cool for decor, and also people will reuse them.
People have apartments in New York, they will use
Yeah.
that, definitely. They made this another room where you can sleep.
This is cool, though. This feature's worth showing. Just because you can see the whole sound and everything through that. This one's like a
A newer mattress.
what do you call it? One of those cloud mattresses, like
It
where
is.
you sink into it.
Yeah.
Memory foam.
Memory foam, yeah. This one's pretty solid.
These are definitely better than the downstairs.
That was a trick. Okay, so this room is it's a weird, this little area here, right? But they made it nice, so they put the shelf. But check out that window right there too. Why would they have that window there back in the day though?
I guess because like they could give you food through here if they wanted to lock you in there.
That's kind of scary. Was that?
What else would that be for? Like they'd be like, "All right, here's your supper." Then like then you wouldn't be able to easily crawl out of there. No, I'm just making that up.
No, I know, but I'm just saying though. But why would they have a window there back in the day? Think about it.
This is decent for like if you wanted to put storage here, though,
Like shoes.
Because think about it, the top floor of majority houses is the attic where they would just store stuff.
Yeah, so this wasn't really
kind of like storage.
This was like really for storage. This was an attic. They redid it, you know, whatever. They might have had a bathroom up here back in the day.
Having that bathroom up here though makes this legendary for an office and stuff.
Definitely.
Like this whole area too, which I guess we're not supposed to go on. Should we try at least?
Is there an alarm on it? Oh no, the door's broke. Look,
It's not truly broke though, is it?
look.
Yeah. I want to go out there though.
When I go through the window.
I was trying to do, like I was trying to make it seem like I didn't see that.
And now look at this sign. It says maximum capacity for adults.
In this room, yeah.
That's kind of scary. What if you're like 4 big people?
I mean, this is like this is the screen for the window. Holy shit! Look at this.
Oh, so it goes down like that.
Have you seen that before?
Never seen that. So I guess back in the days, if you open that, no bugs would come in, so you would have the air.
This I just messed that up, but this would come down too.
That's so cool. So that was their kind of like their air conditioner. If they put the screen here, you can open that up, no bugs would get in.
I guess
So that's pretty
That
cool.
looks like it's about to fall, so I'll put this back up.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You just spot that.
I never
Cool.
seen this until today.
Yeah, well, I guess back in the day they opened the window and. Wow,
So that's the view, pretty much the best view, right?
Yeah, maybe you can get a shot. That's a pretty cool little sleeping area for a kid. Good guess, you know. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
You could never fit. You're too tall.
It's not bad.
No.
I've slept on way smaller stuff than that.
It's pretty cool.
So that's pretty much the house. We just wanted to show all the details of it because, I mean, I've never heard of this before, never been here, probably will never be here again. And I'm assuming most people watching have no idea that this actually exists. So,
But now you do. Okay, here's another thing. What's that window for?
what's that? What's this area for?
Yeah, so if we open that sucker, let's see what's
Maybe
in
it's just to let like airflow through though.
Maybe.
For the summer because like it gets so hot.
So if they have that open, right? That window with the screen, I'm assuming they would have all this for airflow, correct?
Yeah, they have a lot of fans and AC units, so it definitely gets hot in here.
Yeah, that's great scrap metal right there.
I was waiting to see like something really cool, but then I realized it's not like a personal home. It's like this is a rental.
Yeah, it's
So like, people aren't gonna store really cool stuff here, probably.
no. So I think you're right about the airflow whole thing. The
That has to be what it is.
Yeah,
Could
definitely.
you imagine if it wasn't for something else though?
Yeah, it'd be kind of.
The only thing we didn't get to see is the basement though, but
Let's go check it out.
I don't know if we're allowed to.
Well, we're gonna find out. Let's go down. We're gonna go downstairs, everybody. You know where it's located?
Yeah, I know where it is. So let's go.
Maybe there's people locked up in there. Who knows?
This is it right here. You can see,
Oh, it says-
you can see where this goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's ready. It's on. Are you able to get through here?
Is this really a cellar?
Look at this. This is not a cellar though. Like this will not sell the house if that's what you need. Yo. This is where it all goes down.
Oh man, I can't find. There's got to be a light here.
That's all right. We don't need it.
Okay. So let's go back here first. Now that's an old stove. If you guys see this,
What's that for?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Like, does someone live in here for real? It's locked. Oh, it's just paint.
So
Oh,
it goes
it
right
goes
outside.
outside. That's why.
That is crazy.
Oh, yo, check this out though.
What?
This was a wine cellar before.
Was it?
Look,
Check it out.
where you can see
Oh,
where they put all
yeah.
the bottles in
Check
there.
that out. That is so cool.
What if there was like an antique, like 1400s bottle of like
Big money.
some crazy wine just sitting back in there and nobody knew?
Let's start digging. We should actually go through that right now. This is where you have your.
This is dank. This is dank as hell.
This is where you have your staff hiding. So when they're sitting here, they're not doing nothing.
Yo, what is up with that stool there?
Why is it
And
still
then this
there?
light right here? This is a total interrogation room.
This is something I don't know. Okay, when you get your fake driver's license,
This is where you interrogate people. now.
they put the stool here, and you get a fake ID.
Admit this is wild.
That's right here, and you get a fake ID.
Maybe the guy that was down here working on all this had this stool and just never took it back. Because look how all the wiring's all different.
Yeah. So a 2
You know what I
job
mean?
took 4
It's like
days.
all this. Think about trying to rewire this house though.
Duh.
It's like with the asbestos coming
That's
out.
awesome and healthy.
That's asbestos for sure.
That's the best.
That's horrible.
But get a picture of this. That thing is ancient.
Maybe we should get out of here though.
We gotta check the rest of it though.
Yeah, but these people are gonna be pissed.
Well, we gotta check the
Look,
roof.
there's the other sink. This is nice.
And they block this off so you can go underneath.
Look at this.
That's crazy.
It smells weird down here, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We should be breathing this in. I'll be calling you tomorrow. Little Tucker, I'm in the hospital. I can't breathe, no.
Those boots seriously look like they're like involved in some type of crime.
See the evidence.
I sold those at my job.
He sells it at his old job.
These
Red Wings.
Those are good shoes.
He's like $600, right?
No, those are probably like $250.
They put it in near my house, a store.
He used to
In
be a
Ann Arbor
manager there.
Township.
Well, not a manager. He used to work there.
I used to manage.
I manage it too.
Are you still like connected with them or not?
I have one person, maybe. Yeah.
And yo, I used to get shoes from my friends. They were like $400. You know, for
Yeah, those are
$150.
really nice shoes. They're like, I would say they're all up there with like Cotton Art and Covenant.
Yeah. If you ever need shoes, let me know.
Don't tell the people we went down.
Yeah, keep it
They
quiet.
won't see it on the video.
Don't read this either.
Alright, should we see the bay? And then that's the end?
Yeah, we should really just check out the whole thing, really. Are we gonna drone it?
Oh yeah, we'll try.
Okay, we can go there.
That's not part of it.
Oh, it's not. No. Talking about it?
No, just it says like, see the sign right there?
Oh,
It
okay.
says like this is a different property.
Oh, really? Okay, but what was this back in the day, though? Was this like for a watchman?
I guess it was to say like, you know, like the British are coming, the British are coming.
Okay, because now it's for the.
Or like
the
German
borders.
U-boats out there and they could like look out. And
Let's get a closer look at that. Come on, check it out real quick.
Because look at how much the tide dropped when I thought it was going to come in. It actually went out.
Yeah. So if anybody's watching this, if anybody has any knowledge of this or any thoughts, let Tucker know because we want to know.
This place right here.
Look in the window though. Check in. Well, this door is locked.
They're all locked, right? But it's kind of like a yoga retreat in there.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
But downstairs, right here, you have like you can actually see in here. Actually, you have a better view here. If you go in here,
What's in there? Like just
wheelbarrow, the tent for that sweat.
Let's take a look. Go look. It's like ladders and shit, right?
Yeah, wheelbarrows and all that.
You could actually live in here though.
I
Like
would.
it's big enough for like one person, not a
Like a
family.
studio?
Yeah. Like a regular.
I want to live here and work here. I would do that. Now, if we go upstairs, you're gonna see the rugs and the pillows. Check it out. The stairs are a little sketchy, but they will hold. And you can get a shot. What do you see in there, Tucker?
I see like a cow skull, a full cow skull, and then like other little. See it over there? Some pillows and stuff. It looks like tantric, like it's like a tantric sex studio is what I was thinking.
So visualize you having a room here and then waking up every morning and seeing that. Now turn around, look at that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Having a cup of coffee
And hanging out
and hanging out there.
in the
Who needs a
studio.
mansion? Not me,
Sammy would love this room to just hang out.
right? Oh, you know
Just
what?
like stretch and stuff.
Just to relax. Or just to have a bunch of chairs there and just sit around and talk. Or read a book. Now check out this.
It's a life. Doesn't get much better, really.
Nah. Imagine how peaceful that is. If you just put some chairs, some music, some jazz, something. I don't know.
Long Island Sound, New York City. Only how far away? 30 minutes from here.
30 minutes. So we were upstairs earlier. We couldn't go to the room. That is the balcony there. And you said what? About 30 minutes in the city, right? Right? All the traffic.
Maybe like 2 or 3 hours of traffic.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's it. That's it for this episode. All right, so yeah, once we came back out of the house, the wind was blowing really strong this day. So it was just pretty much unusable that last bit. But I hope you all enjoyed the tour of the house. It was really fun to do, and I think in the future, if we have opportunities to go places like this, that I will be doing more videos like this. I'll probably turn the camera the other way. I just didn't realize how enjoyable it would actually be. We just got into it and we just kept going until the whole house was explored. But my plan on this channel by the end of 2025 is to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if
by chance this is your first time here, or you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do that. We're at like 11 or 12,000 in between there. So I don't think it's an unrealistic goal, but every single person who subscribes would help us out. Also hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment if you want to see more like this, if you enjoyed the video, or if you have anything to say, or more information about the house or the area would help as well. It's all about sharing information and just connecting with people. So, yep, that's going to be the video. Peace out, everybody. Have a great Easter. Happy Easter, everybody.